Hi everyone, I'm Linda and welcome to another Barlates Body Blitz question and answer coffee talk segment. Today we're going to be discussing the question of how to increase bone density. As we know, this is a really important factor, especially as you start to get older, because a lot of people tend to have falls and hurt themselves and sometimes also develop osteoporosis. So to increase your bone density while you're younger can help you to prevent all of those sorts of injuries and illnesses in the future. So as you would probably have heard, one of the common ways to increase your bone density is by using weights. So any type of resistance training will help to compact your bones and will increase that density in the long run. Now, you don't just have to use weights, there's many. You can use resistance bands, you can use bodyweight exercises. Your body doesn't actually know whether you're using heavy weights that come from a machine or whether you're just using your body weight. So you can quite easily do bar type exercises, even things like squats, any body weight exercises such as push-ups, pull-ups. The more difficult the better. So obviously while you're increasing muscle mass, you're also going to be increasing your bone density. So just think of anything that's weight bearing is going to compact those bones. You can also help by increasing the strength of the surrounding tissue or the surrounding muscles and ligaments. It doesn't just mean you have to have really strong bones, but people tend to fall and have problems like that and not be able to recover because they also have very weak supporting muscles. So if you imagine if your hip, for example, which is a very common place that people have problems when they're older and they fall, they hurt themselves in their hip area or in their back. If that hasn't got a strong supporting muscle, ligament, tissue surrounds, then you're much more likely to hurt yourself and for your bones to break rather than to just be cushioned by that supporting tissue. So really just think about resistance training as an overall great way of helping yourself as you get older. We also know that we can take supplements, eating lots of calcium, vitamin D, things like that will help with our overall health. So you don't just have to do the resistance training, you also have to look at your nutrition. But as women especially get into that postmenopausal stage, that's when we start to decrease in bone density the most. So whatever you can do now before you hit that, or even if you have already passed menopause and you want to make sure that as you get older you're preventing getting those injuries or getting osteoporosis, you can still start right now. You don't have to worry about it too much that you hadn't done it all your life. You can start weight training right now. There are some amazing examples of women who started weight training even in their 60s and 70s, and they have got really great bone density going on into the last phase of their lives. So it's never too late to start. Find something that works for you. Not everyone enjoys weights. You don't need to do weights. You can do resistance training using things like a fit ball, using things like resistance bands, using body weight exercises. You can keep challenging yourself, and as you feel your muscles tightening, getting stronger, you can be sure to know that your bones are also benefiting from that. Another way, which is not as popular, but it is popular with the younger generation, but not as popular with older ladies, I guess, is plyometrics. So when you're jumping, you're actually jumping and your entire weight is putting pressure on your bones, and that's actually helping you to compact, and also is very similar to a weight-bearing exercise. So if you enjoy plyometrics, if you like jumping around, then by all means, that's another way to increase bone density. Now, obviously, you want to be careful that you're wearing the right footwear, you're on the right surface, you're using the proper form. So if you're doing tuck jumps and things, watch your knees. So all of those things are very important, but that is another way that you can increase in bone density. In fact, some of the people that have the best bone density are gymnasts who are constantly tumbling and doing things where they're using that plyometric force. So there's a few examples for you of how to increase your bone density. Of course, you can also go to your doctor and have some tests done to see what your bone density is actually like. But no matter what it is, even if it's in the healthy range, you can always continue to increase that so that later on down the track you have no problems whatsoever and you're healthy and strong right to the end of your life. So I hope you found this helpful. Please leave me some comments below if there's anything that I haven't covered, and ask me any questions that you would like to know about my workouts, about diet, about exercise, and I'll definitely try and answer them in upcoming Coffee Talk segments. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.